Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Philly Uncensored Sports Podcast. Eagles/Sixers edition is in the building. Here we go. Sixers lose a hard fought battle, overtime loss. I mean, we fought in this game. I give us a lot of credit. We fought. We end up losing 122 to 115. Our what's going on, baby? Good.
What was that?
I don't know. Somebody doing something. Our personal undoing, in my opinion, was that boy Shangoon. Him and Jalen Green, and ultimately Shangoon in right before overtime and in overtime, he just kept getting offensive rebounds, bro. He was killing us on the glass. Like, and I know we talked about we a small team. I know we missing Joel, but even without Joel, we still a relatively small team, and he was in the middle just housing, doing his thing. And ultimately, the person that everybody wanted to anoint, the person everybody wanted to pour the anointing on his head, and I kept saying, slow down, slow down. We had people in the comment section saying he better than Maxey. We had Ethan arguing tooth and nail, telling me, Wayne telling me why certain attributes of his is better than Maxey's and all this other stuff like that. He finally, for the last two games, he has been struggling. Now, I'm not saying he trash. But he struggled mightily the last two games. And it seems like since he came out and said he want to be rookie of the year and all this other stuff like that, he ain't played good yet. But it's levels to being a top level basketball player in the NBA. You can have some good games and all kind of stuff like that, but once people start getting tape on you and start realizing who you are, what you like to do, then you got to adjust to that. Maxey's been through that already. That's why I said there's no way you're going to tell me he's better than Maxey. Maxey actually had a very good game tonight. I wish he'd have made some other shots down the stretch, but he made some clutch free throws to get his overtime. But ultimately, we lost. What's your thoughts?
All right. Maxey played okay. McCain got a lot to learn.
36 points.
He's only 10 games in? He took 34
11
shots.
For threes. 6 for 11 for threes. 45% from the field, 36 points. Okay. But go ahead.
What was he from the field?
6 for 11 from 3 and 45% from the field, 14 for 31. One shot away.
He was 14 for 34.
Maybe my stats didn't up there.
He took 34 shots for 39 points. That's a lot of shots. Some of he forced a lot. I like how he's the only one right now that could really get a shot. So he was forcing a lot. I want to see him evolve into sometime passing that ball out to open 3-point shooters. Ricky Council played well tonight too. A couple of decisions I didn't like from Nick Nurse.
He did.
Ricky Council doesn't play a lot, and why do you have him inbound in a tough spot? Put somebody with some experience in there. We got a 5-second violation on that. Nick, I don't know. I don't understand what Nick Nurse. I really don't know what he's doing, and I don't think he does either. That's the whole thing. I understand he don't know what to do without Joel Embiid. We're going to talk about that situation with Daryl Morey later. But you see, he has to manufacture a few things. I got to look at with the second chance points, but they killed us on boards. Like Ephraim mentioned, we are small, and Nick Nurse keeps running out this small ball lineup, and it's getting destroyed. Your second chance points is inexcusable. It's too many. You got to get rebounds. You got to get the defensive boards. I want to Maxey played well, but I want to see him developing that next step where he can get some teammates involved.
He had 10 assists.
He did, but in certain spots he took really, really tough shots when he could have passed the ball. He took really, really a couple 3, maybe the whole team. You ever see Kobe with that picture when it's like 5 people around him, he still shot? Maxey was like that. He was like that. So he could have had more. He had 10 assists. He could have had more.
All right. All right. Here's
you just gonna cut me off in the middle. Drummond's not that smart.
I know you were done.
Drummond is not that smart. And our only consistent player through the entire year so far has been Yabusele. Now you can go.
Can I go now?
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you.
If you want me to keep going, I can.
I don't. No, but seriously, I thought Maxey played a good game. This is kind of what I was looking forward to. I was looking for those assists. For some reason, they were down. I saw him passing the ball out. Like those last 4 shots that took him over, they was kind of the end towards overtime when he was just really just trying to score just because we was just like about to lose the game. But overall, I thought he had a solid game. And I do agree with Ethan. There was a possession in there where I think, if I'm not mistaken, Oubre looked like he was mad at Maxey because Maxey shot the ball and he wanted that ball. I think it was sometime in the third quarter. I thought he looked a little mad at him. But overall, I agree with him. I don't think Nick Nurse knows what he's doing. Nick Nurse, at the end of the fourth quarter, Nick Nurse had Ricky Council in the game, and we was down, and he helped us come back because he had 10, he had a double-double. But when he shot the overtime, Ricky Council's nowhere to be found until like 1 minute left into overtime. Why don't you go with the man that was rolling with you?
I agree.
But these are the stupid things, and I'm like, you gave the rookie McCain all the time that he wanted and he needed. I mean, at least develop. If you develop in one rookie, you might as well develop the second year player and the young boy Ricky Council. This is the time where they're not gonna get a lot of time when if Embiid comes back and when Paul George come back. Play the young boys. Let's see what we got.
No, I agree. I mean,
one more thing. We are too short down low, and that boy, that Turkey boy Şengün. If I'm the Sixers coach, there's nowhere in the world I'm putting Yabusele on him late in the game, and he's eating him up. That's how we got ate up at the end. But go ahead.
No, I agree. I mean, that's what I mentioned in the beginning of the podcast. That especially, I think he had like 9 points going into the fourth, and then he ended with 22. So the fourth quarter overtime, he really crushed us on the boards. He's 6'11". Şengün is. How tall is Naba? 6'6", 6'7", or something like that? Maybe 6'8" at best. What is he?
Like 6'6", 6'7".
Okay. That's already a mismatch going. And he had 14 rebounds. How many was offensive? He had a total of offensive rebounds. He had 4 offensive rebounds. 4 offensive, 10 defensive. In 04, I think almost all 4 of them Jones came in the late fourth quarter in overtime. But see, this is my thing. Omen River, y'all got a player in Şengün and in Jalen Green. I like Jalen Green. I actually got him on my fantasy basketball team. He had 41, 7 and 2. He was 60% from the field. He was 12 for 20, 4 for 6 from three-point land. He actually missed some layups that more often than not would have fell. He missed like 2 layups going right to the basket. Maxey missed one like that too. But the ball Green, he got game. He got hops. He's extremely athletic. He fast. He got his shot falling. When he get going, he is dangerous. I think he gave me over 100 points in my fantasy tonight. He a ball. He the real deal. But no, let me shout you out real quick. He said, Ethan, I think Maxey took too many shots because McCain was off and not aggressive. I was going to actually address that, Bernard. He said T-Max got tired at the end of the game. We need the point guard back now. My whole thing, and I think X-Men mentioned it earlier, he said Houston game plan for McCain. This is what I tried to tell everybody who was trying to argue with me why McCain was better than Maxey, either in the chat or Ethan or Wayne didn't say he's better than Maxey. Wayne was trying to tell me, and that's another thing. They was trying to give me reasons as to why McCain was better than Maxey. One of the reasons was he got his handle even better than Maxey. No, it's not. McCain, y'all see McCain couldn't even get past one defender. Maxey's known for splitting 2 defenders going to the rack. He's been faced all type of defenses. He knows what it's like to have teams game plan for him. And he still gets off. Somebody mentioned it earlier in the comment section. They said Maxey's speed will always be an X factor that puts him ahead of McCain. And that's absolutely true. And that's exactly what I said. I said, don't take away the attribute of his speed, and he knows how to use his speed. Maxey knows how to get past people. So y'all was going on, and I'm not hating on McCain. I think McCain is going to bounce back. He's going to be all right. But don't act like Maxey ain't been doing this for 3 years, and all of a sudden McCain did it for 3 games, and everybody want to start trying to put anointing oil on his curly locks. No, we ain't going to do that. So this show is here to say, I'm here to tell y'all, relax like I told y'all to the last time, especially Ethan. Where he at? He right here on my screen. He right here. Where you at, Tim? You here?
Yeah, right.
He here? Okay, that's what I'm trying. Relax yourself. Me and him was in a argument, fueled tirade, and he was trying to tell me McCain was better than Maxey, and he was giving me all these reasons why. And guess what? Every last reason he gave me completely fell apart. That's why I'm mad tonight. We our polo going back and forth all day about this foolishness. Had to get that off my chest. But all that being said, I still got trust that McCain gonna be all right. We can't hear you, Ethan.
You know this is Maxey's only good game of the year so far, right?
No, it's not. That's Cat.
Just so we clear. Hold on. Just so we clear.
No, it's not.
You know this is yes, it is. You know this is Maxey's only good. Find me another.
You
got time? Why I talk and get my point out like you did? You got time. Find me one of his good games. This was Maxey's only good game of the year so far. He was shooting like 20% from three. He was shooting terrible.
Been playing good for 3 years.
He was shooting terrible from the field goal percentage.
He's been playing good for 3 years.
He still didn't get that up yet.
He's been playing good for 3 years.
He came to life. We couldn't close the deal. We still
against Brooklyn at 26. He was 11-17 against Brooklyn.
Maybe when we get Paul George back, we can start winning some games. But this team needs, as far as Joel Embiid's future with this team, I think we got to stop holding our breath with the Joel Embiid situation. Maybe just play the year out and lose games and see what we get in the lottery. Because what Nick Nurse said in an interview today was he has to play again so we can see how the knee responds. They know Joel Embiid's knees are destroyed. I don't know why you signed him, and it's not looking good for the Sixers. So their best option is probably start the building process over, maybe trade, bring some other people in, and see if you get a lottery pick with this team. But McCain, he played terrible. His shot was off. Shot was off like the last 2 nights. If his shot would have fell, if he would have shot 40%, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But if he didn't hit not 1 3 tonight. He was 0 for 7, and he had a wide open one. Maybe he needs to stop dancing. Maybe he needs to start dancing. I don't know. All I know is he gotta get that shot fall.
All I know is go ahead, Tim.
No, I mean, this is a disappointing loss. But Houston, this is when you look at Houston, their young team and their athletic team, and actually got some hype to their team. They actually rebuilding the right way. They got their old player in James Harden, and they started building. And they had a nice young athletic squad. Like when they fell to the ground, you weren't worrying that they were going to back up. And think about it. This was their second overtime game within 2 days. They literally played yesterday overtime. They played again, and it looked like they was fresh, like nothing was bothering them at all. Because you got a bunch of 22-year-olds just running up and down the court, balling like we did. We was 22. But we so janky built. I don't see how we could really rebound unless we kind of like start from scratch. To be honest with you. What can you do?
Yeah, I mean, we got people in here saying the draft is deep this year. John was saying we need to start tanking for Coop. It may be at the point.
I don't know. It's not Coop.
It may be at the point we start tanking. I mean, some other people saying it's better players. I haven't really put my ear to the streets as regards college. I'm invested now. Now I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to because now we headed for one of these boys to be on our team. So I'm gonna have to
hit that like button real quick. The first 15 minutes is the most important when you listen to the pod. So hit that like button. Everybody who's on here should have at least 50 likes right now.
Appreciate get that love up. Get that. It ain't nothing but a click, y'all. It ain't nothing but a click. But and my whole thing about Maxey, and I'm not trying to beat the dead horse here, but I know somebody said Maxey shooting 41% from the field and all that. He came out struggling this year, but we seen Maxey play consistent, phenomenal basketball for 2.5 years. So we're not going to come on here and anoint somebody. This is why I kept telling everybody to press the brakes about McCain. I know he started off playing good, but we're not going to anoint somebody with somebody we saw drop 2 50-point games since he's been here. Somebody we saw explode onto the scene in the playoffs, explode onto the scene in the regular season, clutch games, clutch moments. Even tonight, 3 clutch free throws, knocked us down, took it into overtime. All that kind of, we seen Maxey do all this. This is why I was getting irritated when people was trying to anoint McCain over Maxey. He's certified. He's proven. He's bulletproof, and he's going to continue to be a person we can build around with this franchise. But now it seems like we got to get some other players to complement Maxey because this ain't looking good, man. Next we're talking about tanking. A lot of people talking about tanking, man. This is it.
Yeah, he said start tanking. We lose with the starts, which is a good point. But we as Sixers fans, you can't knock us for wanting hope when we see McCain play. We wanted that hope because we know Joel Embiid is not coming back. Listen, y'all heard it here first. Joel Embiid's not coming back, y'all. Not this year.
Y'all think he's coming back no more this year?
Nah, they said he needed surgery. He didn't even get. This dude needed surgery for the knee. He didn't get because he wanted to play in the Olympics.
Wow.
Yeah, that's problematic. That's problematic.
This is the stuff.
Now, where do you hear that from? Where do you hear that from?
Tawana.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, guys stepping up too. The thing I see in this offense that I don't like is still it's not enough movement. Oubre is standing around more than I ever seen Oubre stand around before. He's spotting up. Oubre is almost relegated to be like he's like a Ron Harper. That's all you do now is just stand in the corner and shoot corner threes. I rarely see Oubre go to the rack anymore. I rarely see Oubre catch oops anymore unless it's a fast break. Remember, we used to get penetration and see Oubre coming off the wing, off the left, right side with a dunk. I don't even see this stuff no more. I don't like the way our offense. Nick Nurse is he's passed under investigation. I think the case has been closed. He's found guilty. It's the man suspect. And I agree with Tim about the Ricky Council thing. How do you see you got all this young energy in there balling before overtime, helps us get into overtime, all of a sudden for Ricky Council to disappear again? I don't like the way he's moving with this team. I don't like it at all. Bob, who's our assistant coach that's sitting next to him all the time?
Jackson.
Yes, Bobby Jackson. What's he doing? What's going on? Are they getting input? I mean, what's going on? I'm not understanding what's going on. You got a whole coaching staff for situations such as this. When Mike Brown was there with Kerr, Mike Brown had the defense running full throttle like Stackhouse is doing now with the defense. I think Golden State to stop running that 12-man lineup too, by the way. But that's a whole.
Listen, let me read your report.
What coaches doing to help us win?
Let me read your report from Ramona Shelburne from ESPN. This is what she said. She said the Sixers sought half a dozen medical opinions. That's 6. I think she says that to try to make it look like more. They sought 6 opinions from medical doctors before signing Joel Embiid to his max extension. And all the doctors they consulted believed his knee could be adequately managed by a combination of strategic rest and procedures to promote healing. This is my thing. You knew his knee was bad when you signed him. You can do 4 to 5 years of strategic rest to promote healing. Is this what you believe before you gave him 192? You can't truly tell me they're this not smart.
Tell him. You know how you know he's that's not smart as you say, because he still was in love with Harden after all the failures of Harden in the playoffs. He did everything he could possibly do to get him to Philadelphia. So that's who he is.
You know his knee is done. Listen, his knee's done. You know that. So you go to the doctors and say, listen, what can we do to try to not have his knee going 1 year, maybe going 2? What can we do? Strategic rest and some treatment. And they probably told you the truth. He might last 2 years. Ain't no way they told you he was going to last to 2029. There's no way in my mind a medical doctor that looked at this guy's knee told you it would be good to 2029 and to give him $50 million in 2029 when he probably won't be able to walk, let alone play.
But 6 doctors, so obviously you weren't filling the first 5 doctors if you went to see 6 doctors. So
I guess they wanted to get the opinion of all of them. They consulted 6 and they probably said 2 told us he was good, so we're gonna go with the 2 instead of the 4.
There's a lot of doctors to be consulting on one knee. I mean, I know
because you want to get the doctor that's going to tell you it's okay. That's why you do that.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, I kind of agree with you on that. That's what it seems like. You kept asking doctor at the doctor. You were just going down a list, trying to see who's going to give you the okay. And one of them said, yeah, I think it could be managed with some healing therapy. And, you know what I mean? Like, what is this healing journey he's trying to go? Like, what's going on? Did he get out of a bad relationship?
But listen, that last doctor was from Cameroon. So what we gonna say?
Crazy. So,
one doctor from Joel hometown.
To Ethan's point, though, if you're saying that it can be properly managed so you could promote healing, that means it's damage. So you knew he had a damaged knee and you gave him 193. That's crazy. I mean,
on top of the 101 that's still there, he's still owed 100-something million.
That's crazy.
All right, Bernard McCoy.
Shout out Bernard McCoy. Thank you.
Yo, you're real for real.
He said it back. Go ahead. Read it. One of y'all numbskulls, which reading me. I'm the numbskull. If Maxey had Bam and Hero as teammates, these haters would have nothing to say. This team is built for Embiid, not Maxey. Stop hating people. Yeah, listen, I'm agreeing with you. Maxey to me is a baller, bro. Maxey is certified. Put the ball in the bucket. He got speed. He got athleticism. His handle is tight. He got a nice amount of moves. Can he always add some more moves to his bag? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And somebody tried to tell me that McCain bag was deeper than Max. This is the stuff I'm saying. Y'all was so dead.
Going back to McCain.
I'm going back there again because I'm telling, if y'all knew our private conversations that we had and how much I was harassed about McCain better than Maxey, y'all wouldn't even believe this. I wouldn't believe it.
They said his handbag was better. That's what they were saying. His handbag.
Oh, his handbag game was better. Okay, his purse game and all that. Okay, I can see that. I give you that. I give you that. Shout out to Bully 87. Did you super chat or you just put $1? What you put $1 up there for? And then a super chat.
Let me ask y'all.
What's that?
Yeah, he super chatted $1.
Okay.
I think that's a super chat.
No, he just comment. I think it's a comment for $1. I don't know.
Is it a comment?
Go ahead. Super chat that, Bully.
Okay, so Maxey and McCain backcourt's not going to work, especially the way McCain's playing.
I'm not turning on the little.
I'm not turning on Lil Z. What I'm about to say is he might be better coming off the bench, and you trying to have that starting lineup built to suit Maxey's strengths. Okay, you start the starting lineup. You surround Maxey with pieces that he could play off of. That's what I think. We have to start doing.
I'm thinking future Mac. We got future McCain and put him in a deal. We can get Maxey's real backcourt mate. Maxey is 6'4", 6'5" point guard.
Yeah, Halliburton.
Wait a minute. The Bully said a comment before that. What did he say? Because I think that was a super chat, wasn't it?
Hold on, let me address X-Man because Kane is talking about X-Man dropping facts. And X-Man said we don't address the elephant in the room, which is the incompetent management. You know how long I've been on here talking about incompetent management? I've been talking about that since the Ben Simmons trade when they tried to get a king's ransom for Ben Simmons. They went. Let me slow down. Let me calm down because y'all got me getting hyped. They could have got a bigger haul if they went to Sacramento or some of these other teams with Ben Simmons. Instead, Morey wanted Harden, and we got fleeced for Harden. We actually gave up too much for Harden. We gave him too much. Harden and Ben Simmons should have been almost a straight-up swap because Ben Simmons' value at the time was high. I'm not saying they're the same exact player. Harden is far better than Ben Simmons is and will forever be. But my point is that at that time, people were under the impression that if Ben Simmons, remember Stephen A. Smith and all the other talking heads talking about he go to the Nets and he go to Golden State, he can help him win a championship. Remember that? Ben Simmons.
The Bully 87. Appreciate you. Go ahead, continue.
We done with Ben. Then we done with Morey.
No, yes, that's my point. We've been talking about how disgraceful management has been, and this is even going beyond Morey. We got to go back to the Brett Brown days when Brett Brown was playing de facto GM when he drafted Mikal Bridges and then traded him. Another player we could have had on the team who right out the air, local kid that right down the street in Villanova. But no, he wanted to think he got fleeced by his old head Popovich because he thought he was going to get Kawhi Leonard. It was a whole bunch of under the table deal they was trying to work out, and Kawhi and Pop played him and sent Kawhi to Toronto. But this been going on, and it's still not any better under Daryl Morey. This is crazy.
I keep going back to that whole Daryl Harden. I know y'all said Ben for Harden, but bottom line is Harden was coming here anyway. We could have actually got assets for Ben Simmons. Traded him for like actual people.
I can agree with that.
Get Harden in the offseason.
I didn't like.
So it was like we made that's Morey though. Everybody fell in love with the name. So he got fired from Houston, and look at it, Houston's doing well. Look, they're doing well without Morey. By the way, that was his former job. And look at the team. That team is excelling. Now he's here, and look how the team looks.
Morey keeps bringing in old, washed-up players instead of this. Is a wrong. I know we talked about this before. Stop bringing these old retreads and think you're going to do something. You bring in Paul George in, 34, 35-year-old, and you got Embiid. I wonder if Paul George knew Embiid's knee was this bad. Would he have a sign here? Maybe because he just only team that's going to give him a bag. But if you know this dude can't play, I wouldn't sign here if I'm trying to win a chip. If all he's looking for is the money, like James Harden, like most of these basketball players are. We had that discussion earlier. But that means Paul George ain't really looking for no ring. He just want the bag.
Yeah.
Daryl Morey has really done nothing to help this team get better. His signings are bad. Caleb Martin don't look like a good signing. But the only signing that looked like good was Yabusele. Yabusele is solid, but is he playing too much? Too many minutes? He's not a center. Drummond's playing terrible. Things is really falling apart fast for the Sixers, man.
But Drummond's playing more than he's supposed to be playing.
He is. Management is to blame. They're to blame. Because we had this conversation before. And this is one more thing. If you knew Embiid was bad, you can't 100%. If you knew Embiid's knees was bad, you can't 100% build the team around him.
I agree.
That's the dumbest move you could do is say Embiid's going to play 30 games and we're going to build the team strictly around him. Then when you don't play, you got so many holes to fill. You look like you look now. Terrible management. Terrible.
Yeah, I agree. Ziggy said you can't knock him for trying, though. I'm not sure who he's talking about because I don't know if he's talking to somebody in the comments.
You can actually knock him for trying if he's messing up the team. For you to go after Harden like that, a 34-year-old washed-up player who you had for the last 10 years that
so listen, let me ask you this. If Harden was Maxey was playing right now, would we be winning games?
We wouldn't be winning championships, though. What are we trying to win?
We winning games. I'm asking you, will we win enough for Joel Embiid to come back?
We wouldn't have, knowing what you know.
Just ask the question. If Harden and Maxey was in the backcourt, could we win enough games for Joel Embiid to rest and come back for the playoffs?
We'd be better off.
Not enough to win a championship. What are we trying to do? We trying to win games, or are we trying to win a championship?
You try to winning games set you up to at least put you in position to, if you waiting for Embiid to come back, we would absolutely be in better position with James Harden. I agree with that. We would be in better position, James Harden. But see, the only thing is, and we talked about this a lot last year, right? Harden don't want to play. And Harden came out on the podcast. We could talk about this too. Harden don't really want to play team ball.
You know,
Harden is worried about two things. His swag, as he mentioned on the Joe Button podcast, his swag and his money, and winning his third to James Harden.
Yep.
So let's be clear about that with Harden. I don't know how long Harden will want to play this subservient role to Maxey or Joel Embiid. He still want to be that guy. Harden still want to be that guy. And he ain't sacrificing. He himself has said it. I'm not sacrificing for nobody no more. So that would eventually fizzled out with Harden. So all the talk about Harden staying and doing this, that, and the third. Would we been better with Harden? Yes, but it would have ended bad too.
So what do we do now moving forward? What do we do?
We got it right now. The most valuable commodity is probably McCain. I would keep featuring him, and then during a trade at the trade deadline, if I get somebody nice, a taller guard, I'm gonna package him for a tall guard.
So what you would do is you would trade your young talent for an older established player to try to make a run. Hold on, let me put this in. Let me put this so you understand what we're doing. You would trade your younger player who has a high a nice upside for an older player. He is what he is, to try to make a run with a player that you don't know if he can even play anymore.
No, your scenario doesn't work. What I'm saying is,
that's what you said. That's just what you said.
All right, here's what I would do. I would trade this young asset because nobody's going to give you anything for free. Now McCain is a commodity that we didn't even really plan to have in this year. So take him, and then we can cash him in for like a 6'4", 6'5" guard that could be with Maxey. So Maxey got a backcourt mate. So when times get rough, when Joel's not there, you still got Paul George and these two backcourt mates, and that team can still win some games. So I'm getting rid of that.
Win for what though? What are you accomplishing?
The goal is to win.
Will you win a chip? Do you have a chance to win the chip, you think?
No.
So why do it? Why not just go to get some draft picks and build the team that way? The right way. The right way.
The thing is, you can't build with Maxey and what you call it as your backcourt. It's, as much as I like them two 6'2", 6'1" guards, that's not big people beat up little people. Big bank trumps little.
You don't have to start. I don't think he's a starter in the league.
Who?
Now that's McCain.
And that's why you package him.
He might be a backup. He might be a nice backup point for Maxey.
He will be a backup point for somebody else.
What did you say again? Say that again. What you say?
I just said that. He might not be a starter in the league. I don't know, but he could be a nice backup. You still need You still need bench players. You still need nice role players. He could be a nice role player in the league, though.
But there's nobody else. There's nobody else that we can give up right now that's going to have some value to another team that's going to give us somebody that we really need.
See, I think McCain can be a starter. I think what he's going to have to do, this is the point, again, that I was saying. The reason why I was saying is no way you could tell me he's better than Maxey. Maxey's been through the learning curve of the NBA. As much as people, see, it's funny, I'll be on chat rooms and all kinds of stuff like that. People who try to hate on the NBA sometimes, and I think it's some folk who don't like how much, NBA players getting paid and all that. But one thing I always keep hearing is that they say they don't play no defense. They absolutely play defense in the NBA. Now, the reffing is bad because they call too many ticky-tack calls, but they play some defense. And McCain is finding out very quickly when dudes start getting tape and they start viewing your film and they see what you like to do. Oh, he like to go left. Oh, he like to go right. Oh, he like to put it behind his back after he go right, come back with it. Oh, can be waiting for that. Pluck. They will get in your world and they will start exposing you if you don't up your game. So McCain is at that point now where he has to up his game and make sure that he is now has counter moves to all the other moves he's like to do. You can't be just one-dimensional player. You spot up over here, pull you three, or you just drive to the left and you lay it up with the left hand, drive to the right, lay up the right hand. Nah. If you want to be a starting guard in this league, you got to have it because he's not super athletic. He's not fast. So now he has to be very savvy like Brunson. So he got to get on that level. I think he can, but now this is the point that he's going to have to do that in order to break through and continue to be a good starting guard.
Two things. For one, let me take this. Escobar, no. There's not the only player that could put the Sixers over the top is a superstar like Giannis or somebody like that. And they're not going to get that. But somebody said something I wanted to. Oh, McCain, his ceiling. So I don't think he's a starter. What do y'all think McCain's ceiling is in the league? Give me a comparable.
I got to think on that. Because it's definitely not like I know Wayne said he kind of reminded him of Brunson, but I think he's talking more of build and just the athleticism of it all. But
what about Lou Will?
Brunson. You mean from us? I could see like a little better Seth Curry.
Is that a starter in the league?
I said a little better. Not shooting wise, Seth is one of the best shooters in NBA history. If for real. But I think scoring wise, on a regular basis, getting his shot off and all that, I think he could be a solid player. Poole, we might use Jordan. No, I don't remind me of Jordan Poole. Somebody said Malcolm Brogdon.
Malcolm Brogdon, big though. And he like 6'5".
That's
Maybe
true.
I'm tripping.
Brandon Jennings type. Brandon Jennings was quick. He's kind of fast though. McCain not that fast. That's what I'm saying. McCain don't have.
Whatever happened to Malcolm Brogdon?
That's a good question. No, he not way over. Y'all act like he way over Seth. Y'all realize Seth, bro? Seth actually put the work in the league. Seth still.
Man, I feel Malcolm Brogdon's still playing well. We should have. Remember, we was talking about getting him. We never did. He went over to Boston.
Yeah. Where he at now?
He's 6'4".
Where's Brogdon?
Oh no, he with Washington.
He
with Washington. He with the Wizards.
Somebody said Brogdon get hurt. How many games he play? Somebody said LaMelo might be getting tired.
He only played 5 games.
They said LaMelo might be getting tired of Charlotte. Would y'all want LaMelo over here with Maxey?
He's an injury prone.
He's gonna
be up together.
LaMelo is a straight certified gun.
He is.
You think Melo better than Maxey?
Melo?
Yes. Yeah, but Melo's better.
As far as a point guard goes, yes.
I don't know.
Hold on. Hold on. I keep missing that one. He said, "Yeah, super."
McCain is like a super TJ McConnell. No, it's funny because Wayne kind of said that one time. He said Maxey kind of reminded him. I think he said Maxey McCain reminded him of TJ McConnell. How you scrapping, scrambling and scraping for things like Puff Daddy was talking about.
You like when McCain scrambling and scraping?
Yeah, he's scrambling and scraping all over the floor and all that. I'm telling you, to me, he falls in the line. I think he could be a little better Seth Curry. And that's where I see him at. I see him as a little better than Seth Curry. Now, does that put him on the bench? Possible that might put him on the bench. But I'm gonna give him some burn. I'm gonna give him a month or two to see, how he can really, if he adjusts to what's happening. Because now players listen to them interviews. Players be talking about, I'm trying to look at the year, like he coming in, like he doing stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's sweet work. He coming in like it's sweet work. They like, nah, bro, it ain't that sweet. Let me show you what it look like for real when we put that D on you, pause, and see if you can really adjust to the game. Now, is he going to adjust?
I don't know.
I think the Kansas style point guard Main Money said, I think
Connect might have been a better
good decision than the rookie showing he's just getting used to the league. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Main Money, I agree with you. I think he could be side. He got to get used to the league, but now we're going to see if he's going to make that adjustment or not. But
Brooks was kind of quiet tonight. I don't even think he scored.
Who?
He didn't.
Dylan
Brooks.
He didn't score.
Yo,
that center. Was he a pick in the draft? When did they get that ball?
Who, Goon?
Yeah.
I think he went high in the draft, didn't he?
Was it this year or last year? He was killing Yabusele. He did a spin move on him. He put him in a post. He put him in a blender.
But Embiid would have golfed that up if he was sticking him.
Not now. He can't.
Not bad knee Embiid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Good knee.
Good knee Embiid, yes. Bad knee Embiid? Nah, shit.
We got Weber Embiid now.
Yeah. Oh man, we did it
again. We got Weber Embiid. We got Weber
Embiid all over again. But if you look at all what I was doing was I was looking at the backcourts of all these NBA teams, and when they do got like a shorter guard, like even Van Fleet, he's not that tall, but they got a 6'4" Jalen Green right next to him, and so they work well together. And what you call a Van Fleet can drop, he can give you 40 at any night on any given night.
Who that?
Van Fleet.
40? 40?
Van Fleet can give you 40?
What are we talking about?
You don't think
Van Fleet was solid 25 here and there. I mean, he could black out and get hot here and there.
But he's done it before.
40 is a bit. You asked him a bit much. I mean, I like Van Fleet. Don't get me wrong. I like him. He might black out and give you a 30 piece here and there.
Now, realistically, do you see Maxey and McCain having a solid in a 7-game series against Derek White and Drew Holiday? How you like their chances? Because I don't.
Maxey and McCain versus who?
Drew Holiday and Derek White.
Oh no, we going. Which will go. McCain to get his lunch ate. I'm telling you, but this is why I say you gotta.
Okay, let me take that. McCain, yo, hold on. Van Fleet career high was 54.
I told you.
Yeah, no, listen. I'm talking about you, Tim. I'm talking about now. Van Fleet now. When the last time he dropped 54? That was back in Toronto, probably like 4 or 5 years ago. What date was that?
It was in 21, but in last year, 4-11, he had 42 in 24 with Houston.
So I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Ephraim.
Last year,
how many 40-point games did Van Fleet? Tim said he could go off of 40 any given night. How many 40-point games do you have in his career? Any given night means you at least got to give me 5 or 6, 7 40-point games. Any given night.
He had one 50-point game, one 40-point game, and three 39-point games.
So what you saying?
Exactly. And how long was that? And how long was that? You talking about now? This is 2024. We're about to go to 2025. He told me at 50 points in 21. You think he's doing that now?
What I'm saying is, with him, he'll better give you 40 points. He could give you 40, but Jalen Green gave it to you tonight off of back-to-back.
Right. Now, if you said that about Jalen Green, I agree with you. He could go off any given night and give you 40 points. Van Fleet, that's not what he's doing no more.
He couldn't do it. You saw he's capable of doing it.
You know what? We got another conversation. Remember y'all said all Harden cared about was money. He didn't care about winning a ring. How do y'all feel about Joel Embiid? Did he ever care about winning a ring?
No. Joel
cared more about the MVP. He cared more about personal accolades than anything.
That's what I was about to say. He's more of an individualist. He cares about himself. He cares about that bag. He wanted that bag, and he cared about.
He cared about Lil Arthur, his son.
Yeah, but that's him. He cares anything that has to do with him. That's all he do. That's all he cares about. He cares about people talking about him. He cares about how people feel about him, but he cares about Joel.
Hey, make money.
I've been saying Joel don't love basketball. We had this discussion before about Joel Embiid's love for basketball. No, I don't think he loved the game either. He did it. It got him paid. It got him out of Africa. So you do what you do. But did he love it? No, I never thought he did. But he was a good player. He was a good player.
The ultimate selfishness was when he wrote a letter to the Basketball Association of France and said, "I would be honored to play for your team."
Come on, stop. We had good.
He wrote them a letter
like that, man.
He wrote them a letter in French. He wrote it in French. Like I
think it's a difference though with having a love for basketball and having a love for greatness. I don't think he has the love for greatness. Like I think he likes the game. I think he likes playing ball, and like you said, a lot of perks that come along with it. Obviously, the paycheck is nice, but it's a different level. I don't even think Harden loves the greatness aspect of the game. He probably likes to put a
love ball.
I think Harden do love ball. I do, but I do think it's a certain level of greatness that very few players have. Like, I really think to play that many games, you gotta think it's an 82 game schedule. It's a grind. It can be wearisome on the mind. It can be wearisome on the body and the soul, mentally, spiritually, physically. It could be draining to play that much basketball. Have these many outside influences pointing at you. You got interviews. People want to do this and do that. Then you still got your family life. Then you still got to have your practice. Then you still got to maintain your body health and all that. It's another level of focus that you have to have.
I disagree with that one. I don't think when it comes to Harden, it's not that. Harden just the moment it just gets too big for Harden. Harden is all about the moment. I believe he puts in the work. I believe he practices. I think he loves basketball. But when that moment of truth, when all the lights are on and it's just two teams, game 6, game 7, Harden fades because he's scared to death. Embiid, not Embiid, but
they are piling on John. Tim is piling on. That's Tim and Ethan piling on me.
Ben Simmons is like that, but Harden is like that.
That's right. That's right. Until his knee get fixed, I'm gonna jump all up and down on his knee. He's right here. I have him in the figure 4. Listen, John.
I'm jumping up the rope.
I don't have revision history. I don't have revision history about Joel. First of all, Joel Embiid. You know why Joel Embiid came back? because Joel Embiid didn't want to get killed for all the injuries he had during the playoffs. First of all, a broken face, put a mask on and come back. That's, to me, that's not even a decision. The knee thing, I think he got consulted from the doctor and they said you can't make it no worse. So he played just like it is now. It's the same knee he's on right now that he played against the Knicks with. So I think he got the opinion from the doctor he wanted that said you can't make it no worse, and now he's out there playing.
John said, "All right, Carol at the strip club while eating hot wings at the strip club." Right. Yeah, it's true. Listen, that's what I'm saying. It's another level. I do think these dudes like ball. Like, I'm not saying nobody got love for the game. I do. Basketball is a fun sport to play, especially when you're good. Yeah. So I do think they both have love for the game. It's like I said, there's levels to this thing. It's levels of being a good player, an all-star player, a very good player. Then there's another level to being a all-time great player. Joel Embiid had the physical attributes to be an all-time great player. I just don't think he had the mental drive, because the mental drive would have made you take care of your body better. And that's what I mean when I say an all-time great, because you put everything is at play here. You got, like LeBron, you got to work on your body, like Kobe, like Jordan, like Steph Curry, Kevin Durant. Like, these dudes make sure they diet and work out properly to maintain a certain level of physical dominance, and it shows.
Let me address John real quick. First of all, I wouldn't be mad if Embiid sat out the whole year. If he didn't play the Olympics and said, I'm going to sit out, get surgery, and come back with my knee healthy and in shape, no, I'm not mad at him. Embiid has never came to work in shape. Tell me one year Joel Embiid came to training camp in shape. Just one. Never came in shape. The dude don't respect basketball. He don't respect his body. The body, the one that got you paid. He comes in overweight every year. Joel Embiid has to work himself back in basketball shape. What is that? What professional athlete every year comes in training camp has to work himself back in shape? Who does that? You're a superstar. You ain't one of these other dudes. You're a superstar. You coming in every year out of shape. You got to work yourself back in shape, and y'all still making excuses for him? Y'all still making excuses for him? This is what we do. This is what we do. Now, Embiid, I ain't got no more excuses for Joel Embiid. I have no more excuses for Joel Embiid. This is why he ain't playing right now. This is why he's not playing right now. He didn't take care of his body. He was told to lose weight because his knees was bad, and he looked like he blew right back up again. He might weigh even more than he did when he came with last year. This is what he's doing. His knees. Yeah, I said last year, I said Embiid needs to lose 30 pounds.
He lost it though this year when he first came in.
First thing he said was, "Y'all lost weight." He looked like he lost weight by juice fasting or water fasting. Maybe he took some parasite cleaners and lost all his weight. I don't know what he did, but he sure ain't work out doing it.
I'm not gonna put that all on him. Yes, I am. All the things that you say he probably did. That's probably exactly right.
Omen River, and I'm about to get off because I actually overshot my length. I told wifey I was going to watch a movie with her, but Omen River, Luka does do that, and this is why Luka isn't as great as he could be. This is one of the things I told y'all about. The boy Luka, first of all, he's a crybaby, which irritates me to my very soul. But Luka don't respect the game either. He comes in out of shape all the time and pretty much remains out of shape for the whole season. That's why his defense is sorry. People blown by Luka. There's videos of Luka barely even doing anything. People shooting by him. So it is what it is. Did our screen freeze up? No, tell me. No. It is what it is. Some people gonna be, like I said, some people have a certain amount level for greatness, and some people have a level for being a very good player. Luka's a very good player. Very, very good player. But he's holding his own self back from his greatness because he don't take the game seriously. Ethan said he don't take his body seriously. I agree with that.
No, I think
you could be smoking cigarettes after the games. I heard that's an Eldridge. Probably do. He probably got some old Croatian cigarettes. Where you from? Albania or something. He probably got some old Lucky Stripes or something he be smoking.
But the thing is, Luka's what, 24?
Yeah, Luka young. Yeah, he's still young.
He's still a young boy.
26, somebody said.
Luka go age like old milk if he don't take care of his body. I'm telling you, his body going to break down fast like Joel Embiid. But if you don't take care of your body, but you put that much stress and strain on it, it's going to break down fast. Plus, he's light on the melanin, so you know that what happens with that anyway.
Y'all know? Y'all realize that when Joel originally got hurt the first time, and he when he came in and he dropped to the third pick, and he had the surgery. Y'all know he bent the screw in his foot. That's why he was set out the second year. You know, the Sixers organization was mad at him because the reason why the screw bent was because he refused. He wouldn't wear the boot that was the foot was supposed to be in. He kept rocking around without the boot, which caused the thing. He lost the whole year because he wouldn't wear the boot.
John, really? I mean, look, I don't know how true that is. I mean, it probably is some truth to that, but. Is it? Are we done? John said he out. He said it's a wrap for this season. He gonna see how McCain develop. Hopefully, him and Maxey can ball in the backcourt.
I want him to develop into a trade.
I agree with that too. I agree with it's a wrap. Definitely a wrap.
And it's a wrap for this show.
Y'all.
I'm out of here.
Saturday.
Saturday, I'm chilling. Look,
Saturday, 6 play Detroit.
All right.
So make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Listen, make sure y'all get on here, get in the comments, and tell Wayne about how bad McCain played.